In the last 15 minutes, Mladic conviction caps decades of grief for Srebrenicas survivors. Son of Bosnia's first president denounces Mladic in the last hour. UN court convicts Ratko Mladic of genocide. Video. UN court convicts Ratko Mladic of genocide. Mladic jailed for life for Bosnia genocide in the last 2 hours. Canadian general who led UN force in Sarajevo commends Mladic conviction. Bosnians welcome Mladic conviction. Butcher of Bosnia gives thumbs up after sentence to life. Mladic, the Butcher of Bosnia, guilty of genocide. Thank you God Srebrenica. Women's tears of joy over Mladic life sentence. Former General Ratko Mladic case reactions in BiH Canadian general who led UN force in Sarajevo commends conviction of Mladic in the last 4 hours. Flawed justice for the Butcher of Bosnia. How Mladic was brought to justice. Conviction of Mladic in Momentous Victory for justice. UN court convicts Radko Mladic of genocide. Video. UN court convicts Radko Mladic of genocide. Ratko Mladic should never have been able to commit Bosnian atrocities. Video. Ratko Mladic sentenced to life imprisonment for Bosnia genocide. Ratko Mladic sentenced to life in prison for genocide. The Ratko Mladic disease infecting Europe. Butcher of Bosnia. Ratko Mladic found guilty of genocide. Serbian president calls on nation to look to the future after Mladic. Ratko Mladic conviction caps decades of grief over Srebrenica massacre. Mladic verdict highlights Bosnia's ethnic divisions. Mladic's victims welcome verdict by UN tribunal. Mladic verdict carries message for Syria and beyond. Genocide. Srebrenica survivors no punishment enough for Mladic despite conviction in the last 6 hours. Mladic verdict was determined even before court was formed. One Bosnian reacts to Ratko Mladic war crimes verdict. The latest. Kosovo welcomes verdict for Serb military leader. They gave us to Mladic as soldiers, to kill the men, rape the women. War is still going on. Bosnians say Mladic verdict won't heal divisions. I helped bring Mladic down. This is how it feels to see him jailed. Ratko Mladic genocide rulings stir mixed reactions. Mladic verdict carries message for Syria and beyond. Genocide. Mladic genocide verdict a view from the Balkans. Mladic sentenced to life for crimes against humanity. Butcher of Bosnia found guilty at war crimes trial. Ex-prisoner says justice served with Mladic verdict epitome of evil. Mladic sentenced to life in jail over atrocities. Mladic blusters one last time before war crimes conviction. Opinion. Ratko Mladic the exhibition of a monster. Ratko Mladic sentencing justice prevails. Some Serbs see Mladic verdict as conspiracy. Ratko Mladic receives life sentence over Bosnia war genocide. Ratko Mladic will appeal genocide conviction. Belgrade residents see Mladic verdict as conspiracy. Turkey hails importance of Mladic life sentence. 7 in-depth articles tracing Ratko Mladic's downfall. Srebrenica survivors react to Mladic life sentence. Mladic found guilty for Bosnia genocide and war crimes. Srebrenica survivors no punishment enough for Mladic despite conviction. General Ratko Mladic sentenced to life in prison in the last 8 hours. Relief and justice for relatives of Srebrenica victims. Mladic's conviction hailed. Mladic the epitome of evil. Ratko Mladic receives life sentence. Bosnia war genocide. Serbian president reacts to hate tribunals. Mladic ruling. Serb commander Ratko Mladic jailed for life by UN special court. Mladic dragged from court over outburst. EU respects ICTY ruling against Mladic. Conviction of Serbian Ratko Mladic warning to Buhari. Fani Kayode. Srebrenica survivors celebrate Mladic verdict. VUCIC. We all knew what the sentence would be. Bosnia. The search for truth and justice will continue outside of court. World welcomes UN courts. Mladic genocide conviction. Kiburovic. Difficult day for Serbia. Ratko Mladic kicked out of war crimes trial following heated outburst. World welcomes Butcher of Bosnia. Mladic's genocide war crimes conviction. EU urges Balkans to honor victims of Mladic. Thatchy. Mladic conviction important for the justice and victims. Bosnian ex-prisoner says justice served with Mladic verdict. Branabic. Mladic judgment no surprise. We must look to future.